Today's video, I'm going to tell you guys step by step how to start a wedding film making business. Let's get into it. Get out your pen and paper and start taking notes because there's going to be a lot of helpful information to come in this video. Well, let's go. This video is for people that have a camera, love dabbling around with it, might hate their current job of working for the man, and might want to start their own business making films because they enjoy doing that. And so this video is for you guys, and I'm going to tell you guys how to transition out of your day-paying job that you're not a fan of to take your hobby to the next level. And here are the step-by-step instructions on how to do that. So the first thing is, I would say, just to have the will to do all of this stuff. You have to have the motivation, the drive, the passion of filmmaking, camera, all that kind of stuff to want to break into the wedding industry, because that can transition into something else later on down the road. The reasons why you might want to consider wedding film industry is because you get to hone your skills with working with the camera, and you also get to work with people on the weekends and have a great time. And the biggest thing is that you get to create a quality film that people can remember their most precious, favorite day in the whole entire world with. You get to put a nice creative spin on that and help them out and make a film that they'll cherish forever, which just is an honor to do, but also you get to have fun doing it, which is pretty sweet. So yeah, if you have that drive and motivation, then yeah, the wedding film industry is perfect for you. So once you decide that this is what you want to do, you have to think of a name. It was really hard for me to think of a name, so I, at the time, went with Gavin Law Videography. Since then, that was about 10 years ago, the word videography kind of has a bad rap, videography nowadays, because the word is filmmaker. A lot of people, when they come up with names, think of things that they love, or if you're very like nature, outdoorsy, natural light kind of filmmaker, then you might want to use some kind of nature term in there. I don't know, like maybe like a good friend of mine uses a tree that he likes with the word films at the end, something like that. Yeah, just whatever you do not use the word memories or all that like old school things that names that are just sound horrible, like a VHS on your shoulder, kind of horrible and just rolling for the entire day. That's not you, so do not use the word memories at all. Okay, so once you've thought of the name, the next thing you want to do is make it legal. I'm not an attorney or anything, so anything I say in this video just isn't. But what you got to do is get a DBA. You want to go down to your county clerk's office and file for a DBA. It might cost you, I don't know, 20 bucks. I really don't know. Something like that. And you get your name filled out legally on a piece of paper. They give you the piece of paper and you're in business. Boom, congratulations, you've opened up a business. What you're gonna wanna do is go to your favorite bank. I personally like credit unions because they have the best interest rates. And you're gonna open up an account in your business name. So now you're gonna have your own personal account that you do all your personal finances in, but now you're also gonna have a business account. And that's where everything that you do and buy for your business is going to go through that account. Like, so now, since you're an official business, you get to write off camera equipment and all this other great stuff that you might be spending on throughout your career as a filmmaker. Once you get the DBA, they're gonna give you a tax ID number, and that's what you're gonna use when you're filing your taxes. You get to write off equipment and things like that now. So congratulations. Now that you have your business name, you got your DBA, and you have a bank account set up in your business name, and you are officially in business. You probably already have a camera and the gear and the knowledge and all that. And if you don't, make sure you subscribe to this channel because I'll be giving you guys a lot of helpful tips that'll just really help you guys throughout this entire process. So the next thing you want to do is start promoting your business. You're going to be doing that by creating a Facebook page, putting up a picture of yourself looking sharp and fine. You're gonna use your camera that you have. You could go outside or have a friend take a photo of you, just so people can put a face to your business name, because not only do faces and people sell better, but also when they're working with you throughout the day, they'll recognize you and be like, oh yeah, that's my filmmaker, what's up? So throughout the whole time of doing this whole process, you're gonna be creating films and still working with your camera, because you're going gung-ho for this now, and you have to practice a lot and get a lot of like your camera down and figure out your equipment and that kind of stuff. And if you're wondering about what kind of equipment I bring onto a wedding, I'm gonna have a link in the description below talking about all the details of the equipment that I use and how I use them. Link in the description below. Now you're an official business, you have a Facebook page to promote yourself, picture of yourself looking all snazzy like you're going to a wedding. So now all you need next is a client, someone to work with you. So what you're gonna wanna do is go to your personal page and write on your Facebook page, who's getting married? I'm willing to shoot a wedding for cheap and or possibly free. My first wedding was $300 to get me into the industry. Well, actually, no, my first wedding was my sister's wedding. When she got married, I did it for free, and that was my very first one. Then the second one, I actually got paid $300 for, and I gave them everything under the sun, everything I could do possibly, boom. And then I slowly worked my way up money-wise from there. Once you gain more knowledge and experience, all that kind of stuff, you get to charge more for that. So you get to work your way up the system. But anyways, you wanna start in the basic bottom, and work your way up, and you're gonna say, hey, I wanna film a wedding for free, who's getting married, or who knows anybody getting married, boom. So hopefully you have enough friends of people that can say, hey, I know this guy, he's getting married and he might want a wedding film for free. So then once you get your lead, your client, you're gonna talk to them and tell them like, hey, I'm a filmmaker, I'm just starting. I don't know if you've thought about a wedding film, but I wanna create one for you guys for either cheap or free. So yeah, what do you guys think? You probably might wanna do this in person so you can talk with them, they can get a feel for you and understanding and just kind of vibe with each other and get a feel for what it's about. Answer any questions that they might have. Hopefully I have some answers, and I'll give you a lot of tips in this video, so make sure you subscribe, because I'll be telling you guys a lot of great helpful information to help you guys through this process. So once you guys are set, they agree like, hey, yeah, we want you either for free or for 500 bucks or who knows, whatever you can work out in that agreement. So then once you guys have an agreement, you're gonna have them sign a contract that you're gonna find online. It could be a basic contract. There are different laws for different states. If you guys aren't at the level of hiring a lawyer and all that kind of stuff, you don't have to worry about that quite yet, because the contract can still be binding if the rough stuff is there, you know, like an agreement, like you're gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and sign a piece of paper. At this stage, when you're figuring out all that kind of stuff, if for example, you're gonna charge them 500 bucks, then maybe you'll say, we'll take 20% now just to save the date, and then about a month before your wedding date, we'll meet up again, and that's when the remainder can be due as well. You wanna catch them with the remainder a month before the date, because you don't want them to either have to worry about it on their wedding day or not even pay you once you've already done all the work and shot the wedding. So that helps you there with that. So once you have them sign the contract and the deposit, they're locked in for you to be there on your wedding day. And congratulations, you booked your first client. That's awesome. So now all the time leading up until their wedding day, you're gonna be practicing by doing things on your own, doing a lot of filmmaking on your own. You're gonna also watch this video on the typical timeline of a wedding filmmaker during the day. Link in the description below. The biggest thing I would suggest also would be to go and look for people in the industry in your area that you look up to that are already doing it, and you're gonna say, hey man, I would love to second shoot for you for free, and what days do you have open? I would love to meet with you and kind of talk to you about any opportunities. Someone who's been doing it for a while is gonna be like, hey, yeah, free, that sounds great. And plus, I mean, if you're any decent person, you would love teaching people. So come on board, you know, like some free labor mixed with you get some awesome knowledge and kind of get to pick up on how the day flows and what their process is. Hopefully it's a good one. Yeah, so it's like a win-win in that situation. And if they happen to pay you, then that's cool too. After you get all that practice in, a month before the wedding date, you're gonna meet with them again and just to kind of go over the last minute details. Make sure you get all the times and locations when things are going off. This is when you're going to pick up your remainder deposit, whatever they might owe you for the wedding day. And that's the last meeting. You get to say, okay, now we're all prepared, ready to go, and we're going to see you on your wedding day. And the wedding day will come, and it'll go by fast, and you're gonna work the hardest and be the nicest guy and all this great stuff and go above and beyond. There's some videos up here too about how you could go above and beyond. And then that's gonna be the wedding day. And then you shoot their wedding day, you take all the knowledge that you've learned throughout this entire process and apply it to that. And once you have this edited and finished and sent back and they love it and they tell all their friends, you're gonna start slowly getting some stuff in. You get to promote the film on your Facebook page. Maybe by then you might have invested in a website. Maybe once the video is finished, you could put $5 in a Facebook ad and kind of push it out there to more people. You could take different clips from the one video you made, different clips, and make a whole social media page promoting it, like maybe on Instagram, and just kind of telling people like, hey, I'm a wedding filmmaker. This is what I do, because you did it and it's done, and congratulations. This is gonna be the steps you're gonna take into becoming a wedding filmmaker. You're gonna start loving your job and loving what you're doing. Not working for the man, you're gonna be working for yourself, and it's gonna be great. And in the future, you can even transition it to other things because you're a filmmaker, it's in your blood, and you're gonna have a lot of fun with this. So if you guys found this video really helpful, make sure you like it and subscribe, because I'm gonna help you guys throughout this entire journey. And I can't wait to see you guys in the rest of the videos, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks. Click these videos. Click. Okay. That video's down.